What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Two in the Teal podcast. I'm Ethan.
I'm Marcus. Thanks for riding with us. We're going to be here with you all season long. A lot of tears, a lot of happy times. Give us a like and subscribe.
Let's freaking go.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What is going on?
What's up,
We
Ethan?
are back. I'm not doing much, man. Just work. How are you?
I'm well. My car battery died today, but we got it
Sorry.
resolved because I'm a man.
'Cause you're a man, dude. Marine, professor, podcaster. Like, you're just a jack of all trades, dude.
Pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it worked out. It was kind of a dent in my what do they call it? Decompress after work, you know?
Mhm.
But we're good now.
It happens.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, dude. That's me every time wedding planning comes up after work. I'm like, oh, damn it. But all right, man. Let's see. We played the Saints on Sunday. Thank you, Michael Bruley, again. He's the man. He's a great guy. It was a tied game. There's no overtime in the preseason, which is fine with me. Doesn't
Totally
really matter
fine.
what the score was because we were 3-0 last preseason and we sucked.
Means literally nothing, Ethan.
The score means nothing. But first and foremost, I mean, the offensive line, they're not going to be world beaters. They're not going to be, it's not Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata and Penei Sewell we've got up there or anything like that, But they look functional. They look like they just look better.
Yeah,
And
they look
it goes
okay.
into the backups as well. And again, they're not world beaters. They're probably they're not a top 10 O-line. I don't know what they are, but they look better. And I think they've hit on a few draft picks.
I would say so. I mean, besides the little hiccup with the little misfooting with that big fumble, I don't know if that's O-line error or Trevor Lawrence error, but altogether, I mean, they look pretty solid. Like we didn't see those mistakes that we saw week 1. I was satisfied. I really was. I mean, and the depth that we have on O-line now, and I'm totally okay with getting some of those rookies in the mix, dude.
Yeah. Big, strong dudes. And this is the thing for me is, they're not getting pushed around as much. They're not just getting shoved right into Trevor's lap. They just look overall more functional. Maybe that's scheme. Maybe it's coaching. Maybe they just got stronger. Not they got stronger because it's all new people except for 3 of them.
Yep.
But they just look overall better.
I think so. I agree.
Yeah, they're not, Lane Johnson ain't on the line, but that's okay. Like, we don't need Lane Johnson. It's okay. We can make it work. Monheim, sounds like they've hit on Monheim. I remember Lincoln Riley saying he couldn't believe he fell to the 7th round. He said he's one of the best players he's ever coached. That Milam kid, again, just he's like 6'4", 300-something pounds, and he's just nasty.
Yeah, he's a dog for sure.
Coach was talking about how on screens he's throwing dudes into the sidelines, and I'm like, thank you. That's what I need.
That's what
nasty,
we need.
Just get after it, dudes.
Mean dudes up front, man.
That Trevor fumble, we were talking about it before. We have no idea if that was Trevor's fault or the O-line's fault. I'm going to lean toward it's Trevor's fault because he fumbles 800,000 times a season and loses all of them. He is just awful with turnovers. It's once again one of those reasons that when you hear delusional Jaguar fans talk about, oh my God, top 10, top 5 season incoming. No. We'd be lucky if he sniffed the top 15, we'd be in good shape.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Also, it's like on that play, if we want to talk about that play a little bit, on 1st and 10, in the first quarter and you're in a scoring position, like just eat the play, like you're going down, you're tripping, like we got to work on getting him understanding like the game scenario where like if that type of thing happens, Tom Brady moment, you can't move the ball forward, if it's not in your hands, like just go down, tuck and roll. Take
I wonder
take
if
the
it was
loss
all
of
happening
3.
too fast for him to think to do that, but still, when the ball's in harm's, like, stop putting it in harm's way. He should have right there just tuck it, next play.
Absolutely.
Tuck it, next play. Because
We'll
we're
work
in the
on
red
that.
zone. So at bare minimum, that's 3 points gone. Like, that can't happen. Like, when we are in field goal range, which is apparently from 70 out, like, you can't get rid of the ball like that. I mean, that just can't happen. That's how we lose. The punch out fumble against Miami, Marcus. That's how we lose. The Trevor fumble in the red zone because he stepped on the stupid offensive lineman's foot. Like,
Yeah,
that's how we lose.
that is how we lose.
I will say we didn't spiral, though. He came right back
Yeah,
out, threw a touchdown to Parker Washington. He did not spiral. So,
absolutely. Parker, dude, shout out Parker Washington for real. I mean, he's playing really well.
yeah.
I know we've heard a little bit about, BTJ drop balls at practice, but like maybe that's just preseason getting it out of the way. I feel like Parker Washington is a solid 2 right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, yeah. If you draw him up the right routes, like he looks like he looks strong. Like he's not the
Yeah.
tallest guy, but he's thick.
Yeah.
And like so he's the reason that I'm like I'm okay if Travis primarily does corner because I go BT, De'Ami Brown, and Parker Washington is a perfectly fine receiving trio. Like that is more than enough for Trevor to get something going with them.
Absolutely.
So shout out
And
Parker Washington.
that gives us some comfort, like that we don't have to have Travis Hunter on offense all the time,
Exactly.
which
If
is
De'Ami was to
fantastic.
get hurt, if BT was to get hurt, if Travis was to get hurt, like not all at the same time.
We got some guys.
Lord help us if they all get hurt. We're
Oh
effed
yeah.
anyway. But Parker is giving you that like reliable, been in the system now a few years. It's pretty amazing that he's clearly been playing well and at bare minimum practice because usually these kind of guys, like I'm surprised he's still on the team. Like a fifth
Me
round
too.
pick, wide receiver. There's a million wide receivers in every draft. Like we have some undrafted dude from Duke who's like 3'2", 210. I mean, he looks like the first round pick out of the group, but no, Parker's the one getting all the reps and catching touchdowns. Like it's pretty awesome, dude. He's a great story.
Yeah, no, as long as he's producing, he's running good routes and catching the football. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't just leave him on as one of our top guys.
He catches
know?
the football, Mark.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that he catches the
catches
football
it.
with his hands?
Maybe that's why they've kept him around because he catches the football. That'll
He
take you
catches the
so
football
far
with his hands. Isn't
when
that
the ball
amazing?
doesn't hit the ground when it goes your way.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, hey,
I saw some crazy stat. I don't know the exact numbers on it. I don't know if this is even true or not, but it sounds true. About half of the wide receivers Trevor Lawrence has played with are out of the NFL.
yeah, that's
Think about
crazy.
that.
That's
And
absolutely
the ones that are
crazy.
still in the NFL, it's not like they're not world beaters.
Right.
I mean, let's just run through Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Laviska. Like, I mean, I'm running through I'm like, who the hell is he? Like, Gabe Davis still hasn't signed with anyone yet, but Gabe Davis looks like he's running through mud. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing the utter lack of talent at wide receiver that he's had around him. And it's not an excuse. He still needs to be better, but it's like, finally, BT, finally, you've got at bare minimum an NFL player in De'Ami Brown. Parker Washington is an NFL wide receiver. Travis Hunter,
Absolutely.
obviously, but it's like, finally, we've got NFL players at this.
Yeah.
Gabe Davis, I don't mean to be like shit on him or anything. He's friends with Shane Gillis. That was pretty cool because Shane Gillis
That
would
is
come
cool.
to Jacksonville.
Yeah. We like Shane Gillis
Anyway.
on the podcast.
Yeah, dude, that would be a dream guest.
Could you imagine?
Be awesome. Defense, the D line. We'll get into the Saunders trade after it, but defense, I just thought they looked more dialed, just a little bit more crisp all around. Again, they were playing, Michael. I mean, you saw his reaction to who these quarterbacks are, but either way, it could have been anybody back there, and it would have been like they're communicating a little better here. They're set, they're ready.
Agreed. It's hard to judge how well a starting line on offense and defense is really playing based on preseason snaps, but we can at least say that they look functional, which is big. They look functional and they look like they're actually getting ready to have a full-blown season. And then once we get into that trade, I like it, but that's only going to add to our depth up front. And those guys in the middle mean all the difference. Hopefully, Trayvon Walker, he is trimming down. I mean, he looks like an absolute beast right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see, man. But altogether, as a functional unit, I thought they looked pretty good.
For sure.
Not much to report.
They're probably still a draft and a free agency away from like being anything. So again, I still think we're talking about 7 to 9 wins would be amazing.
I would be happy. Yeah.
But this let's just go right into this Colin Saunders trade from New Orleans. He's won 2 Super Bowls, I think, with the Chiefs. So he's definitely played meaningful snaps in the NFL. Hello, Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So he's been on the Saints now. You watched some film, Marcus. I mean, like, what do you like about him? D-line?
Yeah, I watched his 2024 season highlight. I watched it quite a few times. But before I get into that, I mean, what it seems like the kind of player that he is ahead of his capability in the game is he strikes me as a team kind of player where he's like fired up to play. Like he looks like he's having fun. What did you say? You told me a quote that Ray Lewis said
Will you pay
earlier
me
today.
Monday through Saturday? Sundays are for free.
He strikes me as a guy who wants to play Sunday because he genuinely wants to play Sunday.
Yeah,
Not
he
not
loves
just
it.
like it's his job. I mean, he strikes me as a player who is really invested in the process and loves the sport, which is huge because in the past it seems like our linemen have just been kind of like I'm on the Jags. Like let me
Yeah,
give
yeah,
75% effort. I feel
right.
like he's going to
Collect a
come
check.
in
Yeah,
and be like, "No, let's go." Like he might be a kind of guy like one of those generational guys that can turn a program around. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so
People usually aren't trading away generational players, but yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm just saying based on his previous games and his previous teams that he's been on, they've been very successful up front. So maybe not turn a team around, but at least give the defensive line some sort of captainship, if that
Well, yeah,
makes sense.
big time ship captain type of guy for sure.
Right. Like
Sneaky
he's a guy who's
athletic.
gonna lead up front. And I love that he's all about I used to play running back. I'm an athletic guy. One of the announcers on one of his highlights was saying how he loves to go around the locker room and show the guys his running back highlights from when he was in
Love
high
that.
school. And I'm like, dude, I eat that up all day. That's
I
awesome.
love that. Yeah.
Now moving forward onto his highlight tapes, I mean, I will say that he looks a little bit slow on the get off, but he uses his hands really, really well. He creates separation from the offensive line, and it looks like one of ways that he really takes advantage of the offensive line is that he catches them off guard. He comes off the ball a little bit slow, but then he fires away and his hands are moving, his feet are moving. His feet never stopped moving on all the plays that I watched, and he fit his gaps really well. I was showing you that play where he made a tackle on a running back at the sideline. The tackle is trying to do a down block to push him out of the C gap, but he fit his block, ran outside shoulder on the tackle the whole way, slipped the block, and then made the tackle on a running back at the sideline. That's just impressive stuff that you cannot ignore. Like forgetting the get off is slow. Like that's a rare thing that we see. I mean, a lot of guys in the NFL up front, they just become a big body that can clog up a hole. Like he doesn't strike me as that at all. He looks like someone who is extremely athletic. He's using his hands well, and he has a good pass rush, which is huge for us up front. And that's another thing that we neglect is those big guys in the middle, like they can get after a quarterback. They don't just sit there and play the run game. They really can get after a quarterback. So I'm eating this up, man. And if anything, if we take away from the whole thing that we got a captain who's going to lead our defensive line, I'm happy with it, Ethan.
He's a true pro. And, I think it speaks volumes to they are not relying on Eric Armstead with these injuries. They're not relying on Mason Smith with the injuries they've got going right now. They were out at practice today, but I mean, like, the season hasn't even started yet, and you guys are talking about like, oh, they've tweaked this, oh, they've popped this, oh, they're sitting out practice today, like for extended periods of time, not just like
Right.
one off. So so Mason Smith, Eric Armstead are like the starters. So they're saying, so this is Devon Hamilton. Josh Allen called him the best nose tackle in the league. He is not, but he's a
No,
solid
yeah.
player, but he had his back problem a couple of years ago. So they're not relying on him. He sneaky signed a contract with Balky that, I mean, I'd look out for Devon Hamilton to be out of here just because you don't want to pay him unless he's just a dead cap hit. I have no idea. But so they're not going to rely on him or this 4th-round pick, the other LSU defensive lineman, Jefferson. He's a 4th-round pick. He should be pretty good, But
Yeah,
apparently not. I mean, you remember Michael
apparently
was on
not.
here talking about that LSU defensive line, how it was terrible. Well, we drafted 2 of them in one draft. And
Yeah,
then we've got some other guys back there. Tyler Lacey is good, but like he shouldn't be playing meaningful snaps like he was last season because of that defensive coordinator subbing everyone out like that. But so this trade said so much to me where one, the poor drafting and free agency on the defensive line. It's like we've spent money and we've spent draft capital, a second and a fourth last year, and neither of them can play because one of them's
yeah.
hurt and the other's just not very good apparently.
It's
And then
super unfortunate.
we sent Luke Fortner, the center who we drafted a few years ago. I'm sure he's a fine player and like in the right team, the right system, the right whatever, he'd be fine. But it's just this flip now where in one free agency and in one draft, they're going, bye bye. We'll take the
Yeah,
D tackle because so starting center is Robert Hainsey. Patrick McCary can play center. Jonah Monheim is a hit, and Milam
yeah.
is a hit. And Luke Fortner, I don't think they were gonna have him be guard depth. So I'm thinking it's Hainsey, McCary, and Monheim are 3 guys they'd rather have play center than Luke Fortner. And again, I'm not trying to like shit on Luke Fortner. I'm sure he's a great guy, but and they can play guard. And so it's
Yeah.
like, gosh, what a difference. And I'm just looking at this little pick swap where I'm like, a regime comes in, completely overhauls the O-line to the point where a guy who was starting 2 years ago, he's like 25 years old. And then it's just like, we are so crippled by the drafting that's been going on the last few years where it's easy to hit on your first round pick. I'm not going to give you props for drafting Brian Thomas Jr. I
Yeah,
want to see
absolutely.
who did you draft 2 through 7? That's where GM makes his bread.
For
You know,
sure.
and we've just not been hitting on these guys. You look at the linebackers as well. Foye
Yeah,
paid him a bunch of money. He's awesome. Devin Lloyd, we traded back up into the first round for him, and he's
crazy.
sometimes not even in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
Mumo was a 3rd round pick. I don't think he's going to make the team because they drafted
yeah.
Jack Kaiser out of Notre Dame, who was a team captain. I think he takes his spot.
I'm
And
fine
then
with
I
that
don't even know
too.
who the other ones are. Like it's and we've spent draft capital though, and it's not very good. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's really not. And it was that a fair I mean, I thought it was kind of crazy that they just literally went swap. Like, was that a
Yeah.
fair
The
straight
Saints backup
swap?
center got hurt in the game, I think, apparently. So they
So
needed a center.
they were desperate. They didn't have much depth at center. We needed more
Yeah,
depth on
they
the D
needed a center.
line. So
Yeah.
for what it was worth, maybe we made out on top with that swap, but they were desperate.
I think it was the kind of thing it worked out for both teams. They needed a backup center and we needed D tackle.
Yeah,
And we said, here, you can have this one.
sick.
And I think it's good GMing by Gladstone because, like I said, there's 3 guys that they would rather have play center, and Fortner's not playing guard, so they were probably going to cut him, and instead they
Yeah,
traded him for a D tackle.
hell yeah.
I
Sounds
love it.
good.
It's great.
I'm fired up about that. But I really feel your frustration on that, Ethan. I mean,
The drafting, I'm like, who are our corners?
we've been shooting ourselves in the foot for so long. Like years and years and years, and we're getting that on the back end now. Like we're feeling the effect of poor strategic drafting now, where the only thing that people care about is that number 1 pick. And like you were saying, the bread and butter comes later on in the draft.
Who
Rounds
did you pick 2
3
through
through
7?
7. Where are you at? Who's your guys? What do you need? Like, are you watching the film in depth? Are you analyzing your team? Like, what is your team going to need not this year, but next year? What's your plans moving forward? Sad.
I texted you earlier, I think I saw that it was a clip on Twitter and it was of Aiden Hutchinson when he was at Michigan and he was like waving on some running back to come chip him or something. He trucked the tackle and then he trucked the running back and then he got a sack. Or it was something crazy.
That's
Just like a
sick.
crazy play. He was like literally punching himself in the head, like going like, come get some. And Bulky took
That's sick.
Trayvon Walker, who's great. And I
Yeah.
understand the height, weight, the speed with the Derrick Henry in the division, with Jonathan Taylor in the division. I get it. There was an
Yeah.
argument for that trade. But this regime, this GM would have taken Aiden Hutchinson because they would have said, let's not overthink this. Let's just take this really, really good pass rusher who loves and lives and dies for football.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be honest. I think they had me tricked for a little while because I was thinking maybe we take Walker because Hutchinson's been in Michigan his whole life. He grew up there. He played college football there.
There is a
They
north-south
wanted-
thing to it, yeah.
I thought maybe that was the right move just based on vibes alone.
You can
No.
easily argue it's the right move. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, I'm
but-
just saying they would have taken Aiden Hutchinson, this current GM, that were like singing his praises. I'm like,
Absolutely,
oh,
yeah.
he would have taken Aiden Hutchinson.
I think so. I mean, he was obviously the best player of that draft.
Yeah. And Trayvon, again, is great and has really developed. 2 10-sack seasons is awesome, and he's a great run player, but you don't take run players first overall. You take, like,
Right.
game-wrecking,
Yeah.
you know, Eagles are marching down the field, let him loose, and he goes, makes the play. And again,
Yeah.
Trayvon's great. It just got me thinking, I'm like, this GM would have taken Aiden Hutchinson.
Probably.
Both are good picks.
Yeah, both are
We forgot to mention about Saunders, the defensive tackle. His brother is a dancer for Taylor Swift. He was a dancer for her on the Eras Tour. I watched the Eras Tour movie a couple times because Natalie puts it on, and we went for her birthday to the movie theater to watch it.
Was it
Awesome.
good?
It's actually pretty awesome.
What was awesome
In the movie
about
theater,
it?
it's pretty awesome. Dude,
What
is
was
a
awesome
performer.
about it? She's a great performer.
She's a great performer. The production, all of her dancers are like hot, even the dudes. I'm just like, oh my god, it's just a bunch of good-looking people all dancing. I like her, you know, I like some of her songs are good, and I mean, man, she is just a
Hey.
performer. I could see like, and they like pan to the crowd, and like there's dads that are like jumping up in the air, and I'm like, I get it. It's like
Wow.
when you're in there, you're kind of just like, all
You're
right, like
vibing.
I see what the hype is.
She's like the Michael Jackson of women.
Oh yeah. But yeah, and so Saunders, his brother, is one of her main dancers in the Eras Tour movie. And what's so funny is he's my favorite dancer by far. He's also built like an NFL defensive tackle.
That's so cool.
He's not like shredded or anything. He's also a big boy, and it's so funny. And he's so athletic. Like you can just see it. Like I love these athletic families. Like John Jones is in the UFC. His brother Chandler Jones is like an all-time great pass rusher. Their other brother is a bodybuilder. Like you just see these families that you're like, oh, they've got an athletic gene in them.
Sure.
These Saunders brothers. One of them's a 2-time Super Bowl champion NFL defensive lineman, and the other is dancing on the biggest production of the last decade plus.
Yeah, and 2-time
athletes.
Super Bowl champion that's now on the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now he's ours, and I love
That's
it. And yeah, dude, it's athletic family. And so there's a Taylor Swift connection. And, you know, we've mentioned this Monday Night Football game against the Chiefs. Her new album comes out October 3rd. We play the Chiefs October 6th. She is coming to Jacksonville.
That could be big.
Saunders' dancing brother is going to be in that suite with her, I bet. Cheering for the Chiefs, probably, not even rooting for his brother. And, like, we can't get embarrassed in that game.
No, we
It
have
needs
to
to be-
play.
If it's they won on a last second field goal, I mean, I can almost live with that because I'm like, oh, we took them to the last second. We took them to the brink. This 3-time Super Bowl appearing in a row, Kansas City Chiefs. If we win that game, Marcus, this is why we did this. Because if we win games like that, Marcus, which we probably won't, but
No,
this-
don't say that.
it will elevate this organization to a level where Monday Night Football, Chiefs are away game. They're in Jacksonville. Taylor Swift is in the booth. This is the kind of game that Liam, and this is the kind of stuff that I'm worried that Trevor, when he's all about like faith, family, then
God.
football, he's going to
Yeah.
fumble this kind of shit.
Oh,
Marissa,
gosh.
did you get to meet Taylor? Like, he doesn't care. He's going to be like, oh, we lost. Hey, did you get to meet Taylor? Like, I'm worried about that. I'm genuinely worried about that. You see how fired up I'm getting? I mean, I just,
Dude,
I
you're
have
fucking
to win this
jacked.
game. Like,
You are jacked right now. I love
we
it.
have to win that game.
I mean,
like,
Ethan, let me ask you something. So, like, it's safe to say that we're not winning the Super Bowl this year, right? Like, we
safe
can.
to say. Yeah, that's a
Safe to
good
say.
bet. If
So,
you
like-
asked me if I could put my entire life savings on the Jaguars not winning the Super Bowl this year, I would do it. I would do it.
I would also do it. And let's also just go ahead and, if for anybody watching right now, I'm going to throw it out there that Monday Night Football, October 6th, against the Kansas City Chiefs, is the Jacksonville Jaguars Super Bowl this year.
That's our Super Bowl right there. Oh, yeah.
For the credibility of beating Team Taylor Swift, Kansas City Chiefs in Jacksonville, all of the Swifties that are going to be watching, love all the Swifties. No
Love
hate,
them.
but we want to win in front of you guys. And it's Monday Night fucking Football. So
We have to win that game.
that's
dude.
our Super Bowl,
I mean,
dude.
and the problem is as you know, I'm a Cowboys household as well, and the Cowboys play every Thanksgiving, so they gave the Cowboys the Chiefs on Thanksgiving this year. And what I can't have is the Jaguars just lose Monday Night Football, and I don't think the Cowboys are going to be able to beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. I hope they do. I think I'd pay serious money to have both of those wins. Like like multiple
Absolutely, yeah.
like I just can't live with two primetime games from my two teams being spoiled by the Chiefs, and they probably will be, but I really, really need the Jaguars to be dialed in for this Monday night game. And I think they're going to be. I think Liam Cohen understands. Like, Liam Cohen had a primetime game against Kansas City last year, I think. I think there was a Buccaneers Chiefs game Sunday night or something, and Liam lost. Not Liam, because he was the offensive coordinator, but the Chiefs won. He wants his get back, I think. Like, he's going to want his get back. Trevor's 0-3
Sure.
versus the Chiefs in his career. He probably doesn't want his get back because he barely cares. He's more worried about what's for dinner tonight. Marissa, did you get to meet Taylor
Yeah.
Swift? Like, Travis Hunter cares.
Boom,
I
roasted.
know a lot of guys who care. The problem is that if the quarterback doesn't care, then none of it matters.
Then none of it matters. I will say that the games that we've played against Kansas City, for the most part, they've been pretty competitive games that I've enjoyed to
Yes.
watch. But that's neither here nor there because we didn't win.
And Trevor played his butt off in that
Yes.
playoff game against the Chiefs, and he did
Yes,
enough
he
to
did.
win that game.
He sure did.
threw a bomb right into the bucket of Christian Kirk, and Christian Kirk dropped it. That's
Dropped
per
it.
usual.
And
Because why
guess
should
who's
we
not
be
with
catching
us
it?
anymore? Christian
Christian
Kirk's
Kirk.
not with
Bye.
us anymore.
Bye.
And I think that our wide receiver group right now, whether that's Travis Hunter, Parker Washington, BTJ, they're grabbing that ball and we're winning that game.
Yep.
So
Yep.
at
We
least
have
we're
professionals on the field now.
yeah, we're getting ourselves in position to be successful. And I'm starting to think that Kirk wasn't really all that good. He just got enough opportunities to look that good. Does that
He's
make
a good
sense?
player. Yeah, no, he's definitely a good player, but
I don't think he's a wide receiver one.
no, that's the problem, is that if he's our best wide receiver, Marcus, I don't even, like, on the Texans, he's like their fourth.
Yeah.
Like, on a lot of teams, he's like the third or the fourth, and it, like, he was the one. They would literally send Trevor out there with Zay Jones and Christian Kirk, who ain't sniffing anything on their new teams, and they're like, go win, and he did. And so this is where it's frustrating with Trevor, is I'm like, I watched you win meaningful football games with Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, and Marvin Jones Jr.
Yep. Absolutely.
Can I please? Hello? Like, where did you go? Do you need to be down 24 points to turn it on? Like,
to turn it
what's
on?
the problem?
We'll see, man. I'm looking forward to, dude, week 1, me and you. I'm calling you for kickoff, dude. We're gonna be locked in.
I'm gonna be in Indianapolis, but still, like,
okay, never
we're doing
mind.
wedding
But
stuff.
I'll
No,
text
still call
you.
me.
All right, I'll still call you, but it's gonna be sick, man. And
Yeah,
if we lose that game, which is a very real possibility,
very real.
I'm not down and out yet. I'm gonna still be chipper and cheerful and hope that we can pull it together because we should have won Miami, right? We lost Miami on a major fuck up. But if we lose to Indianapolis Colts on a competitive game, just straightforward, that's cool with me.
Well, I disagree because today they announced Daniel Jones as their starter, who has the same amount of playoff wins as Trevor Lawrence. So I know maybe, and they have the exact same career numbers as well. So maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but the division is now a rookie, Cam Ward, Daniel Jones, who the Giants couldn't have gotten out of there any faster. I mean, they literally cut him mid-season last season, and started Tommy DeVito. I mean, like, so so Daniel Jones gets named the starter. I don't think it was a stiff competition between he and Anthony Richardson because they were both balling out in practice and they couldn't figure it out. I think they were both sucking and they were like, shit, what do we do? So we've got Daniel Jones and then we've got CJ Stroud. And I have to hit the brakes and remind myself we probably need another offseason and another draft to really be competitive. But in theory, if we're not competing with the Texans for the division and for a playoff spot, I mean, that's embarrassing. If it's us down there with Daniel Jones and a rookie Cam Ward on the Titans, I mean, that's just embarrassing if that's our class and our peers.
I absolutely agree with you. I mean, I guess for me, it's like I would rather lose games scrappy than lose games because we have guys
sure.
on our team that are like making random mistakes every single
For sure.
game, dropping the ball, fumbling, missing their assignments, jumping off
Yeah.
sides. Like, I hate to lose that way. I like to lose full tilt. This is everything that we have right now. Whether we're good enough to beat you or not, we're going to show you that we're here to play and we're
Yeah.
not messing around. So
Technically, a
we'll
bunch of our
see.
losses last year were gritty losses because they're a bunch of one-score losses. But I mean, if we can just flip a few of those, I mean, if we
Yeah.
could split with the Texans, if we could, I mean, Marcus, the Super Bowl champion Eagles, we lost to them like 28-24 or something. Like, I mean, we were
Yeah.
right there. I mean, we weren't right there. When you watch the game, the eye test tells you that team
Sure.
is not nearly as good as that team,
No,
but the score was pretty
absolutely.
close. Like,
Sure. And it's like we probably, I don't remember the game, down to the details, but I guarantee you we had a fumble or an interception or
well,
a
I'll tell you
jump
what happened in the
offside.
Eagles game. Coach
Yeah.
drew up a design pass to the third string running back, and Trevor threw it while he wasn't
There you
open.
go.
So that's what happened.
There you go. There you go.
And
That's the kind of
yeah.
stuff that
So, I
grinds
mean,
my
it's
gears,
just
man.
blind leading the blind. And so now
Yeah.
I have so much more faith. But, hey, again, hit the brakes. We'll probably win 7 games max. So who knows? But
7
hey,
games sounds
excited
kinda
for this.
nice.
Excited for this week. We've got joint practice with the Dolphins on Thursday. My buddy
Cool.
Bobby, he's going to be on the bachelor trip. He's not a groomsman.
Can't
He
wait.
and I have a handshake deal to invite each other to our bachelor parties, but not make each other groomsmen because being just a guest at a wedding is the best thing ever. Being a part of a wedding is so overrated.
Nice, dude. That's cool.
So he's my Miami and Dolphins expert. So he's going to come on and talk to us. And then we've got the preseason game, and then the roster is going to get shaken out. So I think probably after that preseason game, we'll do a little roster prediction. We'll see like who's in, who's out type of thing. I think we could probably do it right now. Like, I don't think it would take a genius to figure out who's in right now. One thing that is who's the 5th receiver. It's got to be a special teamer. They're looking at Cephas because he's big, strong, fast, and he's been making catches in practice. Maybe you grab one of these just big, strong, fast rookies, or you grab some pro who's probably going to get cut from some other team. Is your 5th receiver still out there somewhere? Is another defensive tackle still out there? Is another pass rusher still out there? Like, guys are about to get cut, and we're about to be
Yeah.
picking people up off the streets. So we're going to see, man.
That's such a good way
I'm
of putting it,
excited.
dude.
Yeah, this is exciting times. Yeah, man.
I think we're on the
Trevor got
climb,
me fired up.
dude. Yeah, dude. I think we're on the climb, and I think that we can go back to one of our first podcasts where we say, "Is Trevor Lawrence on the hot seat?" I think the answer is absolutely he is, because if he's the reason why we're making those mistakes and not winning games, see ya, brother.
Yep.
Thanks, but
Thanks.
we got to
I'm glad
move
you got
on.
$250 million out of us.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Can't
yeah,
wait.
man. Can't wait. All right, brother. Y'all have a good one. Marcus, sweet dreams, my man.
Sweet dreams, dude. Bye, everybody.
Peace.